video, I'm going to show you a little life hack. So, you may have a little keychain flashlight like this that runs off of LR44 button cell batteries. So, eventually the batteries are going to die, and it's kind of costly, for what they are. I mean, if you go on Amazon or something like that, you get the Amazon Basics and or whatever. They're like 30 cents a piece, and even though it don't seem like a lot of money, in time they start adding up. So a lot of these little keychain lights, they run off of about 4 button cells. So 30, 60, 90, $1.20 for 4 batteries and stuff like that. That's in a little heat shrink tubing or something like that. Pick up my little washer here. So I found a little trick, and I just happened to stumble on this a few years ago, is that if you buy in bulk, you save money. So, depending on the brand, and we're talking about brand name batteries, not the cheap garbage that you get from China, or the garbage that, you're shipped for free from China and crap like that. We're talking about brand name batteries, Duracell, Energizer, Railvac, whatever else there are out there. I got these LICBs batteries. And these are actually dog collar batteries. And these are 4 LR44. So you're going to be like, well, that's a different number than LR44s. Yes, you are correct. And I'm going to show you a little trick. So I just happened to have, a few years ago, these things laying around. And these are a dog collar. And these are 6-volt batteries. So you take one out of the package here, and you're like, well, what are you trying to make here? Well, I'm going to show you. First of all, you're going to say, well, if you need 4 batteries, and yet you only got 1, well, this is a 6-volt battery. So, we got 6 volts here. Unfortunately, your dog collar, and in certain cases, it's not going to fit in a flashlight. This one particularly does. But I got another flashlight here that I've already done, and these batteries don't fit it. The case is just a little bit too big. So, if you're lucky enough to have one of these little keychains, and you don't want to buy 4 individual batteries like that, you can try to see if a 4LR44 will fit. Now, for this particular flashlight, it does. So it just slips right in, and then you can put your bottom cover back in. Of course, you got to get the polarity right. So if it don't light, flip it over. As you can see, it works. So for this particular flashlight, this method will work. But, as I was saying about the cost of the batteries, so I got 10 of these batteries in a package, blah, 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 from Amazon. Guess how much each battery, after I show you this little trick, take a little guess. I'll let you discover to see how much it costs. I'm going to tell you after I'm done. So, let's just say, the whole package won't fit in flashlight. Well, what are you going to do? You can actually take these apart. And it's very easy to take these apart because it's just a little tiny little piece of tin. So we'll get a tool here. A pair of nippers or a pair of fine pliers or stuff like that. And there's a seam. there's going to be a seam alongside the battery. So what we want to do is we want to open up the can. So we're going to open up the can. And it doesn't take much to open these. So we'll just peel back the tuna can here. As you can see, it's already opening very easily. Then we'll come on the other side here and get the crimp undone. And then you can just fold it back. So you want to be careful because you're dealing with metal here, so you might be dealing with sharp edges. And we're just going to carefully open the battery. There's going to be a couple little insulating layers in here, and there's going to be bits that are going to come flying out. So you want to be careful. Make sure that nothing rolls away. And you're going to open it up enough so you can get the bits out. So here's the little insulator. And as you can see, there are four LR44 batteries, or LR44 batteries, in this little container. So have you guessed how much the batteries are? So normally on Amazon, if you buy the Basics brand, let's just look for starters, just for the number, it's about 30 cents a battery, right? You're going to say, well, that's not much. Well, guess how much these little guys are after, a little bit of labor. Each one of these is 14 cents. 14 cents. May not seem like a lot, but guess what? If you're a penny pincher, 15 cents is 15 cents added to your pocket, or 14 cents. So, going back to the flashlights, now some flashlights, you're going to see them all packaged like this. And it holds them together, it insulates them a little bit. So it takes nothing to push these out. So we'll just push them out. And then, as these things age, these things start to bulge a little bit. So they're not nice and flat like they used to be. So all we got to do is just push them out. Then you put the new batteries in the little slot here, or a little sleeve here. Now you got a new battery pack for your little keychain flashlight. So this one had a little washer in the back end of it. And then I got to pick it up because I dropped it on the floor. And now you can refresh your little keychain flashlights for pennies, really. I mean, yeah, 30 cents compared to 14 cents. Yeah, I mean, if you're that type of guy that likes to, save pennies, this is a good method to save a couple of pennies, because these things last forever in a package, So I got 10 of these things. I've already used 2. I like to use these, when you don't need a real high power flashlight, just to see what's that say, or blah blah blah. So, for me these things come in handy, and I always have a couple laying around. But they do need batteries from time to time, and why not save a couple of cents? So, if you need batteries or these LR44s, just get yourself the 4LR44s, and you get 4 batteries per battery. For me, it was 14 cents a battery, and you can have a whole stock full for spares, and you'll never run out of batteries, and you got them for cheap. So that's it for this little life hack. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.